This creates a little bit of a challenge for this standing leg because it wants to do this. And many of our students will do that. So this can, again, train them to press into those lateral lines and then pull up their deep front line into the core of their body. Hello, it's Denise, and this is Pose of the Week. Today I want to go through some variations of Utkatasana. So Utkatasana basic, the way I teach it, is with feet as a comfortable distance apart. If they can be right together, that's fine. Always the heels a little bit wider so that we orient the foot straight forward if possible. Oftentimes people want to do this, so I'm fairly strict about that. I would rather see feet apart if you have that habit in your body. But even though the feet come right together, I never put the knees together. Again, this is so that I can keep people learning how to tap into their lateral lines. Different video for that. But today, what I want to focus on here are different ways of challenging the body. So you might have hands in prayer pose, say, or you could have hands lifted, but you're rooting down into one foot and just lifting the other foot up. So rather than just being there, I want you to actually see, this creates a little bit of a challenge for this standing leg because it wants to do this. And many of our students will do that. So this can, again, train them to press into those lateral lines and then pull up their deep front line into the core of their body, and then they can take the hands forward. So take a round of that on each side, and then we can go into another variation of that posture. So we can, once again, begin in Utkatasana. Everyone's oriented and balanced there. And then they can pick up one foot. And so you can do quite a few things here. You can keep them quite low in the posture, pulling up from the inseams into the belly and the pelvic floor, and just holding a kind of curved body position. Or you could have people come straight up, and maybe they need to hold the leg differently. That doesn't really matter. But again, we're just working on pulling up, pulling our energy up here. All right, so we can move up and down from that position. This can be a good challenge for some of your students that are a little bit more advanced. Moving up and down a number of times. And then another variation, one more I'll show you, which is kind of fun. Again, beginning in Utkatasana, doing the 1 foot lift, catching the foot, and we're gonna pull everything very firmly in and then stretch the foot forward. So once again, you can do this with a bent knee, or you can bring it up to a standing pose, and then we'll come back and put the foot down. And I always suggest people put the foot down very gently, like it's a feather or something like that. So just some fun variations for a really beneficial strengthening pose. All right, give it a try, have some fun with it. Your students will love and hate it, but they'll appreciate the variety for sure. All right, thanks so much for joining me today. Bye for now.